Okay, I am using 2 gate pedals, and I don't necessarily need to have both of them all the time, but I'm getting a lot of noise from these pedals. So the way I kind of have this set up is this pedal is gating the overdrive in the metal zone, and this pedal is gating the amp through the effects loop. So here's a clean tone. If I go to put the tube screamer on, you'll hear a little bit of noise. There we go. So you can already hear a little bit of buzzing. The metal zone is pretty bad. Actually, by itself, it's not bad. You hear a little hum. But then when you add the overdrive, it's pretty bad. Like, that's a loud hum. But that's louder than I'm talking. And I don't even have my amp that loud. Now I'm going to gate those. Now, the reason I have this one going into there, let me turn these off. Now when I go, that's the zombie is on the clean channel. When I go to the overdrive, which would be the zombie channel or the Mesa Boogie-ish, you get a slight hum. Now, as you can see, my gate's still on, and it's not really. It does help some, but I think that feedback was. Let me turn my guitar down. Yeah, that was just for my guitar. So you still hear that hum. When I turn the silencer on that's going to the effects loop, it cuts it out. Silent. You can hear a slight hum, but here's the before. There. And then I'll turn this gate on to gate the pedals. Not that I need the overdrive with this metal zone, but there's the overdrive. And then if you want to do the metal zone too, which would be a little ridiculous. Sounds like crap. That's not what it's meant for. I'll go back to the clean channel. I'll just leave the metal zone back on. And then you go to the overdrive, and it's still gated. Again, I don't really need this much distortion, but and the diagram I use, let me just flip this off real quick. The diagram I used to figure this out, I recently just gotten the REVV G8. So if you open it up here, it has a couple different diagrams. Let me just make sure this is in the view. Yeah, so there's 4 different diagrams of how you can set it up. For the noisy pedal, that's what I used the actual rev gate for, and I set it up the way that is instructing me to. And then for the 4 cable method, which is what I use to cut the noise of the amp down, I used this same diagram, and then I just followed the instructions. It's pretty straightforward, even though that on the silencer, the ins and outs for the guitar are on the top on this and on the sides on this pedal. You just follow the directions. It's pretty simple, so straightforward, and that way you can get if you got just a loud amp, because I noticed I was trying to use 2 gate pedals before, but I was just doing just the in and the out, thinking, oh, maybe I'm just not gating it enough, and it didn't. I would have them cranked all the way up, and it wasn't cutting any of that loud hum, and it's because it was coming from the actual amp, not the pedals. And I'm like, geez, man, these pedals are just making a lot of noise. How do I cut it out? So I was like, well, let me just look through the diagram and see if I can use the 2 different pedals to do it. And again, obviously, I may not need all those different options, but if you just set it up like that from the beginning, no matter which mode you want to go into, the cleaning channel, the overdrive channel, whatever, if you just got them set up like that from the get-go with 2 different pedals, then you're just gonna, get all that hum out of your amp and out of your pedals. So that's the method I used, and there you go. That's it.